Let's talk about 5 unexpected things that separate good players from great players. If you add these simple things into the way you're practicing, the things you're doing on a daily basis, and into your game, you're gonna see a huge improvement literally in minutes, and it requires very little effort to make this happen. And for each of these things, I'm gonna give you simple, actionable things you can do to put them in your game. Coach Jesse Muench with Get Handles Basketball, where we train harder and smarter so you can play like the pros. If that's something you're looking to do, click that subscribe button and the bell icon to catch the newest videos. So the first thing is studying the game. You can't be an effective player if you don't know all the different situations within your team's offense, if you don't have an understanding of defensive players' tendencies, the entire defense as a whole, how it's gonna react, understanding how your teammates are gonna move, right? The more you study the game, get your knowledge up, both just not of your team system, but just of the game in general, the better and more effective you're gonna be, right? You'll make smarter decisions. So instead of making a pass that's bad, you can make a better pass, or you'll take the shot instead because that was the better option. You'll start to see those reads. You'll start to understand where players are cutting, but you've got to take the time to study. So for this, I recommend simply watch more basketball. And what I mean by that is don't just watch like the highlights on YouTube and stuff like, yeah, that helps. But watch like actual college basketball games, NBA basketball games, high school basketball games. Watch opposing teams, watch your team, your teammates, and pay attention to a lot of the things that are happening as a whole. And then one other thing you can do is pick a specific player out and just watch them the entire game. Regardless if they have the ball or not, offense, defense, watch them. Someone that's really good, and pay attention to all their little things they're doing. You'll be surprised with how many little details and crafty tactics you'll pick up. Second big thing is pay attention to what you're practicing. You could be at the gym putting up half-court shots the whole time, or you could be putting up game-specific jump shots. Now, obviously that's an extreme example, but it goes to show you that what you do is gonna make a difference in games, right? That half-court shot's probably not gonna benefit you too much. Well, same thing with even your individual drills and paying attention to the details. I'd rather have a player putting in thousands of reps doing an effective crossover that's gonna work in games versus a sloppy one with bad footwork that doesn't sell the fake, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because now if you put in 1,000 repetitions of something, you're basically practicing things in a way that's not effective, and you have to teach your body not only how to learn it the correct way, but it takes all those repetitions that you took to learn it to unlearn it, and then also the repetitions to learn it. Why not just learn it the right way the first time? You'll get much quicker improvements out of your time in the gym, and that's one of the more overlooked and big things that separates good players from great. The actionable thing I have for you for this is at the end of this video, I'm gonna link you to a video with some crossovers you should master, some tips on your shooting that you should master, and a video with finishes around the rim that you should master so you can be absolutely unstoppable with those skills and make sure you're practicing them the right way. Third big thing is being on the same page with your coach at all times. So I don't just mean knowing your offense with this, I mean like getting to know your coach so you can develop some sort of a relationship with them. But on top of that, really paying attention to what the coach wants out of you as a player. So showing up to the open gyms is something they may not say, but you should be doing. But on top of that, like in practice, what are the things that they're telling you to do? Do those things. That's your actionable thing, is pay attention to your coach, try to get a relationship with them, listen to everything they have to say, and then apply, because they're the ones in charge of your playing time. They're the ones that can really help you get better. I'm a coach that can help you get better too, but as far as within your school system, they know best what you need to do within that. And on top of that, if you get more playing time and develop a good relationship with them and you get to the point where you're getting really good, they could help you out with getting you college opportunities. Fourth big thing, you gotta get handles. I mean, the channel's called Get Handles for a reason. But if you don't have handles, you're very limited in what you can do on offense, right? I mean, if you can shoot, hey, great. But you can only get open for screens so many times in a game, and you can only rely on your teammates to pass you the ball so many times. And then when you do have the ball, if you can't create for yourself off the dribble, you basically have that shoot option. So you've got to develop your handles. That's what my channel is here for, and that's why I always tell you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can take your game next level, because the ball handling element is the glue that opens up not only the opportunity to score more off the dribble for jump shots and layups, but also to get a lot more assists off. And that shows up on the stat sheet. Again, if you want to be a great player, that's going to open up the offense for you and make a lot more options, so defenders really don't know how to play you. But then on the stat sheet side of things, and then maybe coaches and scouts will start to take notice. And then the fifth big thing, and it's one of the more overlooked ones, and you probably don't see the benefit for you until I'll explain it to you, is communication with your teammates. So you probably usually think about that as being like communicating with your teammates will help you win the game, and we all like winning, right? But at the same time, let's be honest, everyone's a little bit selfish. Everyone wants to score a few more points. to get a few more assists, right? Well, the better you can communicate with your teammates, the better you can operate as a unit on offense and defense. That's going to give you opportunities to get turnovers, for you to get easy points, and you to get easy assists. The better you communicate on offense, the more open your teammates will get, so now you can get assists to stack up the stat sheet. The better screens you're going to get, the better timing you'll get on your cuts to the basket, so you can get the basketball for easy layups. That's going to help you score a lot more points and be a much more effective player, get more assists, all that stuff. As promised, here's the YouTube video with the crossovers you need to master. Here's the one on shooting and the one on finishing around the rim. Click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to catch the newest videos. I'll see you in one of these videos next.